talk about that, and we'll talk about portfolio of GAP services as well. Next slide. Yogesh, can I switch to my computer instead of your computer, because it's taking a little time and it will delay the process.
Yes.
Guys, just give me a second. I'll just share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think this was meant to be an interactive session, but because of the issues in terms of the communication and a lot of people speaking, we just wanted to check with you. Do you know the number of MSMEs in India? Are you aware of the defined thresholds for MSME? कौन होता है MSME? उनका defined criteria क्या है? What categorizes them in small or medium or micro industry? And then, are you aware of the MSME contribution to the country's economy? So these are 3 questions we wanted to start the session with, to pick your brains on that. But in the absence of the two-way communication, I'll probably go to the next one, where we talk about what is the threshold. So micro, as I think most of you would be knowing, micro is an investment cap of 2.5 crores with a turnover cap of 10 crores. This is the latest, after the new changes which has come in. What is a small industry which is categorized? It has got an investment cap of 25 crores and a turnover cap of 100 crores. And what is categorized as medium? There is the investment cap of 125 crores and a turnover cap of 500 crores. So this is how the industries are categorized, and the segment is categorized in micro, small, and medium. MSME, right? Enterprises. E stands for enterprises. We talked about the contribution to the GDP growth and the GDP overall. So 30% of the GDP is contributed by MSME sector, out of which 24% is contributed by services and trading by MSMEs, and 6% is by manufacturing. Although this manufacturing is also growing now, but at the moment, overall India's GDP, it's about 6% right now, and 24% is into, and it's really, MSME is a backbone of the Indian economy right now, through supply chain, through so many services that we have, including IT and including so many other support services to the industry that is being given, that is being provided by MSME. Udyam registration portal shows we have got a total registration of 5.93 crores, and micro is 5.84 crores, small is 7.37 lakhs, and medium is 69.3 lakhs. So micro is leading that, and total employment generated is 25 crores plus. If you see the growth of MSME exports, if you see for 2020-21 what it was 3.95 lakh crores, and it has come to about 12 lakh crores. Of course, it was a COVID year, but if you see the kind of growth which has happened over the last 3-4 years, it has been substantial. And in terms of MSME sector contributing to overall India export, it's about 45%. So just a little bit of, we just wanted to share the information so that you are, at least knowing you are in the sector, most of you are in the sector, and how well it is contributing to the economy as well as into the overall scheme of things in the India, in terms of. So what are the major challenges faced by MSMEs? Yes.
Sharadji, I think people can still type in the chat window whatever questions you are putting. We can stop for 1 second. And I will read whatever they have written in the chat window, because we would like to make it interactive.
Correct. So you will have to navigate that chat, because I will not be able to see the chat.
I will be reading that chat. So My request to all the participants here, we want to make it very interactive. We want to see whatever are your views. So if you can just type whatever you feel the major challenges that are faced by you, we would like to just reconcile with what we have arrived at with your thought process. So can you please type in the chat window what challenges you feel are faced by you people?
See, we have been dealing with a lot of MSMEs, a lot of clients, and we have been talking to them. We have been understanding their challenges, their problem areas, and as we were helping them, we came to know new issues and new things. So we have tried to consolidate everything. But I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, good. So, Sarji, I will try. I will keep reading. We are getting very good response from the audience, and Saumil ji is saying that timely payment is an issue. Yes, Saumil ji, very good. Suhas ji is telling like there is a lot of investment happening in R&D, but as of now, we don't have clarity who is going to reimburse that. So, or who will be paying or supporting for that R&D investment? That is what Suhas ji is saying. Then advanced fluoro company, somebody is there. He is telling that there is a challenge in terms of setting the budget for sales and marketing team. Very good. We will wait for one more minute. So if other members, I think we are 25 people here. So maybe others can also type. Very good. Again, there is one more point. Creditors and debtors both are large companies, thus getting squeezed from both the sides. Very good. Excellent. Like we call them as
Very
white
good
big
feedback.
white
Yes.
elephants, and they are squeezing us. They are also pressurizing not only while making payment, but also they expect us to reduce the price year over year. That is very good point, Saumilji. Yes, please go ahead. We are waiting for a few more feedbacks on this thought process. Okay. Uh, okay, Sharadji, I think you can take over.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
so
we have
we
covered all
have
this.
taken.
So,
Thank you for your basically interaction and also giving your messages in terms of your major challenges. I think the song is common, and we'll just like to present what kind of challenges we have understood that is being faced by MSMEs. The top challenge most MSMEs are facing is the finance and cash flow challenge. Very hard to have the funding, or it is a very costly access to the funds, very high interest rates, security not being there. So we have to pay 20%, 18%, 15% kind of interest also. Cash flow, they are not able to manage, not able to forecast. A lot of uncertainties everywhere. So also very difficult. There are also a lot of over and under leveraging where we are talking about delays in buying material, uh, not able to pay vendors on time, or ability to take the orders from the customer also in the absence of the right funding. So this is a very top challenge which came out while interacting and while talking to most of the people. Second is the market access to the to and basically branding yourself as well as having a good market access. Very few continuous steady customers, very weak distributor network. They are not able to afford setting up distributors for want of the economies of scale and so many other issues that they are having. Very unclear target segment. Where should we target? Which segment we should be into? There are so much of opportunities everywhere. One place is better than the other. They are not able to figure out. Very limited digital presence. So whatever leads we are able to get, they are not consistent. And again, biggest problem was the pricing power compared to the bigger industry or the people who have got a very good economies of scale. We are not. They are trying to undercut us. So that also is a problem. Third issue was very big issue was people, the skills, and how do we retain the people that we have tried to train them. Very ad hoc hiring is there. We will hire as and when we think that it is required, and then somebody will come, and within a few months or few weeks, people leave. Roles and KRAs are not clear, so people get disoriented, and very little training is provided on for that matter, career path is not being there. Because of all of this, there is a high attrition rate. There's also skill gap, and you cannot do the right kind of planning. There is a problem in the operations, in the costing, quality maintenance of the, if it is in manufacturing and services, both of these are getting hampered in terms of support. So if you don't have the right people how do you manage your business? And that is what is the key challenge also which was coming up. Next was the pricing, costing, and margin challenge. So very few people knew the true cost of their product or service. They were not able to cost it properly. They were discounting and extending very high amount of credit is already taken, and because of the higher interest rate, it squeezes the margins. Payment terms are also very harsh. We talk about 45 days, but most probably, the government and the bigger enterprises talk about 60 to 90 days, and which basically strain the working capital and also erode the profitability. So the right costing is not getting done. Whatever costing is there, and you make some assumptions, the pricing is totally different. Margins are all squeezed up because of the high finance cost and other overheads also. Some places, the overheads are not even considered while doing the costing. So these are some of the challenges we have faced, that people are not very truly aware of the ground reality and trying to price something and sell, and at the end of it, जैसे कि पैसा क्यों नहीं बन रहा हमारा, हमको उतना लॉस क्यों हो रहा है? And when we help them, when we deep dive into it, your costing itself is wrong, your pricing itself is not correct, your margins are not as you think it is. So that's how it was. Process, compliance, and documentation was another challenge. First of all, there was no proper documentation, proper SOPs, proper, how do the people follow the kind of guidelines or structured processes was missing. And then data is scattered all over. We don't have the compliance. Only when the notices come, they are aware, okay, I have not made this compliance, I have not made that compliance, whether it is income tax or GST or labor laws or factory inspector. Very weak processes were there. And that's why also they found that there were very slow bank sanctions, and application of schemes also was not being there. So all of this was a big challenge in terms of the disorientation within the company, within the business. Then next challenge was how to use technology and data. Very old or very disconnected tools are there. We don't have a ERP. ERP तो छोड़ दो, Tally, Excel, वो भी properly नहीं था. Manual handoffs थे. Limited dashboards होते हैं कि भाई to be able to really monitor the business properly in the right time. Security controls, access controls, कौन access कर रहा है, कौन सा server, कैसे कर रहे हैं. So a lot of errors and rework also is there. So that also was a big challenge. People were not able to manage it successfully, and that is where they were getting into bigger problems in terms of their own data. Then another thing what we observed, people do talk about a lot of growth, but growth only in terms of the revenue. And when they talk about the revenue growth, they get into the trap of the finance, or they talk about the trap of pricing or market. The mindset for growth, which has to do in terms of leaving apart the day-to-day firefighting and the short-term decision to look at the longer-term implications and prepare themselves for the long haul, that was becoming a little problematic. And they were again very, let's say business owners are there or founders are there. They would be concentrating and trying to make every approval, every voucher, everything goes through them. So it was always, their mindset and their attention was always on the short-term firefighting. And they don't have a written growth plan. हमको कैसे करना है, आगे कैसे जाना है, किसको delegate करें? How do we build up the successors? How do we talk about the coaching? मेरी business continuity कैसे होगी in case something happens to me, or in terms of if some risk kind of things come to me, how will I be able to sustain? So these are some of the challenges which was there. Anybody has got any point here?
Yeah,
Anybody
so I
to
think
differ?
Sharaji Sachin Wahi sir has certain points. So he
Yes.
has asked in the chat window whether we can ask any questions. Yes, we can. You can definitely ask the question. Maybe we will take all the questions consolidated, and we will answer those at the end of the session. But please type the questions below each slide or during the time when we are explaining something. No issues about that.
Yeah, give the topic reference or slide reference, and then you can type your questions. We'll definitely take it in the end.
Yeah.
But it was important to understand that what are the challenges which are faced by MSMEs as we have found out, and we have tried to consolidate this. If you have got any other
So,
unique challenge, we'll definitely like to understand that. Yeah,
राइट,
let's go to the next.
सुहास जी आप टाइप कर सकते हो, तो नो प्रॉब्लम, आप बीच में सवाल कर सकते हो, नो प्रॉब्लम.
ये ये कहाँ से आया ये रेड रेड मार्क वगैरह? A lot of lines here.
पता नहीं क्या है, आई डोंट, क्यों आ रहा है ये?
आई एम ऑल्सो गेटिंग दिस लाइन्स. एक
हम्म
काम कर,
हाँ,
विल शिफ्ट टू, मे बी लेट मी ट्राई फ्रॉम माई साइड.
नहीं नहीं, आपका तो वो प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था ना उसमें.
नहीं, आई एम ट्राइंग फ्रॉम अदर फोन, यू कैन.
नहीं नहीं, इसी से कंटिन्यू करने दो सर, चलने दो, वो उसमें लेग आ
ये
रहा है।
रेड लाइन्स ऐसे क्यों आ रहे हैं मालूम नहीं है. Let us erase it. Let us. We can't do this. We will switch from other computer. I will just open the PPT. Otherwise. Okay.
Yeah, do that. So anyway, so we talked about India के regulatory issues क्या हैं, challenges क्या हैं, right? We are facing a lot of regulatory challenges also, MSMEs. Income tax department है, GST है, we have got appellate authorities, we have got National Company Law Tribunal, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, RBI, ED, Labor and Employment Department, DGFT, SEBI. तो इन सब के साथ में we have to really struggle, and the business is really trying to see what can be done. How do we really understand this? Something has happened. And this is the taxpayer in between. Although he get a trophy, your taxpayer is supporting a lot in the government in terms of tax collections, in terms of the country's growth and everything. But actually, टैक्स वालों ने आपकी धोती पकड़ रखी है. They are taking it out, and it is very, very difficult for you to manage the kind of authorities and the kind of issues which are arising on a day-to-day basis. So is it ease of doing business or is it not ease of doing business now? ये सब देख के लगता है कि हमारा ease of doing business really है. Although government has done a lot of things to simplify a lot of stuff and a lot of laws, but still taxpayer is, especially MSMEs, are really scratching their head कि मैं manage कैसे करूं इसको. They don't have expertise in all the fields, so they have to rely on consultants. Consultants charge a lot of money, and they are not having the right kind of skills to be able to manage every law and regulation, and they always on the receiving side, right? So this is another big challenge when we talk about it. So let's talk about, okay, we have talked about challenges. Let's talk about what government has done to support the MSME sector. Various initiatives have been taken by the government in the last 3 years. If you see, Modi ji ने काफी कुछ announcements करवाई हैं निर्मला के through, and there are a lot of other agencies and government departments who have made a lot of simplification to things. So what are some of the initiatives which has been taken, and especially schemes तो बहुत सारी launch करी है उन्होंने. So if you look at it, for supporting MSMEs, they provided financial support. Yogesh, you would like to take up now?
Yeah, I would like to take up maybe yes, there is one question which is asked by Savio ji. Can we move to the main topic? We have only 30 minutes left. Yes, we are going to the main topic only. I'm Sharat ji, would you like me to try to share the screen, because I think there is some lines coming. Let us see if it works with my screen sharing. I don't know why those lines are coming.
Yeah, I'm
So we
not
can
able to
stop
remove them
sharing.
also.
Yeah. Maybe you can stop
Yeah,
sharing and let me.
I have stopped,
Yeah,
and you can share and go fast on this now. Okay.
yeah.
the main topic. You have to just dwell on the right slides.
Right. So let us quickly move to the one minute. I'm just going to the main topic. Yeah. As all of you are aware that there are multiple financial supports which government has been doing. We will cover those infrastructure related development, road, electricity, water, the projects, the MIDC, GIDC, skill development, training programs across India happening through various initiatives, market access, through trade fair, networking event, regulatory simplification. Of course, GST is introduced as a regulatory simplification measures, and they are trying most of the compliances to happen online. Then tax incentive benefits will be definitely covering some of those uh, technology adoptions, multiple initiatives again to facilitate. Somebody has asked the question surrounding R&D, investment and support. Yes, it is there. Government procurement. I think some of you already must have been registered on the GEM portal. So that is where government is helping also. Networking and support through multiple industry association related help and quality standards and certifications. Right from ISO till Z certifications, multiple certifications government is recommending, and they are also giving the reimbursements. Yeah. So I just want team members to just type that if they are aware as to the amount or the budget value of allocation by the government for the MSME sector. You can type the value, whatever figure you feel right, 1,000 crore, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 crores, whatever you feel is the right figure, please type in the chat window. And Sharatji, I will request you to just read out that.
Sure, sure. In case I get something.
Yeah.
So one has written 30,000 crores.
Okay.
Sachin Vahi.
Thank you, Sachin ji.
Any other guess?
Okay.
Okay. In the interest of time, I think let's talk about.
Yeah. So let us move ahead. These are some of the figures at high level. PMEGP, Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, most popular, 2,950 crore. CGTMSE, where most of you will be impacted, is 9,000 crores, where the allocation has gone up from 7,000 crore to 9,000, and the limit of CGTMSE cover has also gone up from 5 crore to 10 crore recently. I will just cover high level. Spurti scheme 362 crores. Then Aspire scheme, again, most of the schemes are monitored when it comes to funding finance by SIDBI, 20 crores. Then MSME ramp up program, which is also a World Bank supported initiative of around 1,500 crore, and champion scheme 54 crore. So overall, the budget limit which was there for 24-25, which was around 22,137 crore, has remained in the similar range. So it is of 23,168 crore is the current budget allocation. Now, I just want to understand, or if you any guess, if audience can type in the chat window that in order to distribute this 23,000 crore, 137 crore, how many schemes government has introduced for MSME industries?
One request is there from Mr. Swarov. Can you show the previous slide? Yeah.
Before this, 1 to 6. Yeah. Before this. Yeah.
Okay, so my question now is, if you people can type in the chat window, how many schemes government has come up with in order to distribute this 23,168 crore rupees to the MSMEs across India. We just covered these 9 major schemes. There are remaining a lot of other schemes which constitutes to somewhere around 10,000 crores. So we have not covered each of those at high level we are covering here. So can you type here, please? Maybe 50, 20, 100, 200, 1000, 500. How many schemes are there? 30. Okay, Nitesh ji, 30. Fine.
Anybody else?
Any guess?
Okay, I
Okay.
think in the interest of time, let's move forward.
So there are total 2,990 schemes. 2090, not a small figure. 713 are capital subsidy, 33 are credit guarantee, 56 are export incentive, 644 are incentives, 25 income tax benefits, 8 indirect tax benefit schemes, 132 interest subsidy, 25 loan, 618 non-monetary benefit, and 736 reimbursement schemes. That amounts to total 2990 schemes. Now
So
let
how
us
is
see.
this discovery happens? Can you just dwell on that also? What happens? What do we?
Right. So what we do is very simple thing. If you want to know how many specific schemes are applicable to your business, the most important document is Udyam Aadhar registration. We will pull that Udyam Aadhar registration, we will take your Udyam Aadhar registration, and we will log into the portal called as eMSME, Sarthi portal, and we will let you know exactly how many schemes specific to your business are applicable. And I will be showing you that one live case. We have clients in uh, fluid power, as well as fluid power equipment, as well as fluid power related machineries and the processes. So we have chosen few clients whom we have given these schemes, and I'll show you that later on. Now let us understand the schemes at high level. What is capital subsidy? Capital subsidy is the scheme which is designed in order to give the benefit to achieve the balanced development of India. So the whole India as a country is divided into five parts: A, B, C, D, and D plus. Depending upon the location where you are going to set up your factory or your unit, you will get the schemes. So I am covering the high level schemes here. One is definitely design component scheme, which is where you can get 40 lakh rupees for product related design. And this was one of the question which was asked by one of the team member here. Seed capital support, mostly startup focus scheme where 1 crore rupees of the funding you can get. Then Spurti is a scheme which is supported by SIDBI where up to 5 crore rupees of funding you can get to develop the cluster, where you alone are not able to get any kind of a machinery, or you don't have the funds, where you can form a cluster, and for the cluster you can get this benefit. And then most popular scheme which is PMEGP, where up to 15 lakh rupees of funding you can get, and 3.75 lakh rupees is the subsidy you get when you take the 15 lakh rupees of loan under PMEGP. Now let's go to the next category. This is the category which is known by few of you, but there are a lot of questions, and I'm sure in this post presentation there will be some questions. So CGT MSE is the most known scheme by MSME owners. You may be aware that recently in the budget the limit has been increased from 5 crore to 10 crore. This is a collateral free credit guarantee which is given to all the MSME owners who don't have the collateral with them. Again, this is encouraging them to have the setup, buy the machinery for the working capital, and it is applicable for even trading and services business as well. Then startups is the most favored topic by government of India. So again, in the current recent budget, startup guarantee because startups don't have the funds and startup can't give the guarantee. So that limit has gone up from 10 crore to 20 crore. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, again here government is supporting through 20 lakh rupees of credit, collateral free credit under Mudra Yojana. Now let's go to the export incentive scheme. Small exporter policy. So if you are exporting to any particular country, then you get ECGC cover, which is typically 90% of your consignments are protected, which makes your banking and finance easier. Road tap is the most common scheme, and I am sure fluid power business, those who are exporting, are availing this scheme currently. Depending upon your tariff headings or CTH, which we call, the drawback goes up from 0.5% to 2% of the FOB value. And it is all automated process where the duty scripts or credits are directly getting credited into your bank account. That is about export incentive high level schemes. There are a lot of other schemes which are activity based. So most popular scheme is package scheme of incentives, or a technology development scheme where you can get up to 30 lakh. Then income tax benefit, you are aware recent all changes which has happened in the law to support MSMEs to get the outstanding payment done timely. And for the startups, practically you don't need to pay the income tax for the 3 years which you choose in the first 10 years of your startup registration validity. So that is about the income tax benefit schemes. As far as indirect taxes are concerned, QRMP scheme, those whose turnover, annual turnover is less than 5 crore, they can opt for QRMP scheme where you don't need to file the monthly return, but you can file it on a quarterly basis. And same way, you can distribute the input tax credit to your branches under the same PAN. Now, when it comes to funding, people generally carry an impression that funding is to MSMEs is given by the commercial banks. No, under the MSME schemes, the funding nodal agency is SIDBI. So even if any commercial bank is giving you any kind of a funding, that is pre-approved through SIDBI route, and all the banks are attached to SIDBI. Most of you may not be aware, but government has specifically dedicated one site, and you may like to note that it is PSB loan in 59minutes.com. This is the website introduced by SIDBI, and you can see that more than 7,500 crore has been distributed through this PSB loan in 59minutes.com site by SIDBI to the MSMEs, and around at least 5 to 5.5 lakh MSME have taken this kind of a benefit. So I will just type the website here. I am requesting Pratik to just type the website PSB loan in 59minutes.com. Now there are a lot of schemes where commercial bank is helpless. As a part of the business, you get a stress, working capital stress quite often. Everybody gets that, and the limits are blocked. So SIDBI has a lot of schemes to remove this stress. We can approach SIDBI, and they have some schemes, and the process of SIDBI is very simple. SIDBI, you need to log in, and directly you need to upload the document on the SIDBI website, and then you will be contacted. You don't need to visit SIDBI in principle. That is how SIDBI is different compared to the commercial bank. Then there is a scheme for step, uh, which helps you to step up, and also the Ubharte Sitare, which offers 80% of the project cost. Uh, the advantage of SIDBI funding is that you get moratorium 6 months, and at the same time, uh, when it comes to the project funding, they expect you to be only 20% contributing, and they prefer mostly the fixed deposit, so that you can also get the interest on that fixed deposit rather than any collateral. So that is about the term loan and working
And
capital. Now
maybe
let's
Yogesh, you can also mention about the interest rate kind of thing. It's not like very exorbitant interest rate. It is what kind of interest rates are there? Give a flavor of that.
right. So yeah, thank you for pointing that. The SIDBI interest rates are usually 1 to 2% lesser compared to the commercial bank. And another advantage with SIDBI funding is that if you obtain any kind of a certification, one of our client recently he took Z certificate and he submitted that Z certificate with SIDBI and he got 0.25% reduction in the rate of interest. That happens only through SIDBI kind of a methodology. Plus, if you are going for green finance, maybe something like solar based finance, then they also provide you subsidy for those kind of finance. In some of the cases, the rate of interest was 9.5% and 3% of the interest after the payment cycle was observed was returned back in green finance cases by SIDBI. Now let's go to the non-monetary benefit and reimbursement scheme. What is non-monetary benefit here? Multiple training programs, multiple services in terms of the market research, intelligence, those are all provided by government in order to make MSMEs face the competition effectively and put systems and processes in their company. You must be hearing a lot of training programs conducted by the respective district centers and state government as well as central government. They keep conducting these programs. There are total coming to the reimbursement, total 736 reimbursement schemes are there. How non-monetary benefit and reimbursement schemes are different? In non-monetary benefits, there is support which is in terms of capacity building. In reimbursement scheme, you get paid for whatever expenditure you have incurred. Most of us participate in international trade exhibitions as well as domestic trade exhibitions. 80% of the stall fee is typically paid back by the government in all such cases, provided the number of stalls are 100. Even travel based reimbursements also take place if you are visiting foreign country. Up to 1.25 lakh rupees of air travel is also reimbursed, plus 25,000 rupees government is going to give you in terms of the contingency, uh, so that you can even take care of the contingency, you can take care of the travel, and 80% of the stall fee will get reimbursed. So these kind of benefits are offered through procurement and marketing support kind of initiatives. Next most important reimbursement you can just see is IPR, which is about intellectual property based reimbursements. There are a lot of other schemes, so because of the paucity of time, I would not cover those. Like barcode printer, you can get it reimbursed up to 32,000. Multiple certifications when you take through government channel like Z certificate, there also up to 80,000 rupees of fee you can get it back. So I will cover those in detail one on one if anyone is interested. Now, let us quickly go to the challenges in the scheme fulfillment. Uh, because of the lack of knowledge, underutilization of the budget is an issue where only 60 to 70% of the budget is used and the remaining amount is always getting carried forward. There is an information at too many places. I'm sure when it must be the first time you must have heard that there are 2,990 schemes. So you are not sure which scheme where to track, whether it is Google or ChatGPT, who can give you the right information. A lot of redundant information is there because the scheme will have heavy documentation, complex ecosystem, and high cost. Now, what is the solution for all this problem? So, the solution is very simple. There is one portal called as eMSME Sarthi portal. This portal consolidates all the information in one place. So what it does, MSMEs, banks, financial institutions, multiple professional network, regulators, state government, central government, MSME association, availment partners, TREDS platform, all are coming under one platform. So this is called as eMSME, and we will actually show you by going to this platform how to go and avail the schemes. So we'll take one sample. I'm just switching over to the website now. eMSME website. eMSME I need. This is eMSME. So this is eMSME Sarthi website, and you can see here any eMSME, any MSME, whenever they want to check how many schemes they are eligible for, they can check it by going to this website. Now, when you open any kind of a company, you need to fill these basic details, your Udyam registration number, your company name, your constitution, location, and social category. The moment you fill this basic information, then you get an access for the information. So we will just open one of the sample report. Okay, so you can see that this is one of the report we have selected for fluid power equipment, one of our client. Because of the confidentiality, we have not put his name here. So typically, when we extracted the report for him, he got 33 schemes. So we need to feed all these details. After we get these available schemes, number of benefits, then we also give the breakup. So in his business, he is eligible for 33 benefits out of 2,990 which are available. Then we give the breakup. So 33 schemes consist of two capital subsidy schemes. And as all of you are aware that capital subsidy means you don't need to pay that amount back to the government. Credit guarantee loan, we have just seen CGT MSE. So like that, he is eligible for 4 benefits. Then export incentive 1, interest subsidy 2, loan 11 benefits is eligible for, non-monetary support 7, reimbursement 6. So then we actually give him the total eligibility in terms of the amount which is available. Like here he can get let's say 100 crore rupees is parked in new industrial policy for 4.0 center of excellence. So he can get the benefit of eligible spend from this 100 crore rupees which is parked. Then road tap interest equalization scheme, then Pratham scheme, which is priority assistance to MSME based on hybrid, where he is eligible for 3 crore. Then what we do, we give for each scheme what is the objective of the scheme, the life cycle, the beneficiary eligibility, conditions, description, nature of assistance, nodal agency, funding facilitator, and how the funding is going to happen, including the link for directly making an application. Then we give the additional information, then the website where you can get the additional. If you click it here, you will be able to see the detailed guidelines also. Then most important is the document. So there are 11 documents which you need to be ready with in order to apply for the scheme. After you are ready with these 11 documents, directly you have to click onto this government portal. And the government portal will get opened. Let it go back to the screen. Yes, yes. and you will be able to get to the PDF, to the scheme. Then there is an address where you need to approach in case of any kind of a challenges, including the phone number. Okay, like this, each scheme we provide the details through a structured report. Now let's go back to the PPT. You can put your questions here. We will take those questions. Fine.
Yogesh,
Now,
you'll have to hurry up a little bit, speed up a little bit.
right. Now,
Yeah.
the next question, is it really easy or is it really difficult? So, the most important thing is the documentation. Any scheme, if you want to avail, you require certain basic scheme related documentation. So I'll just quickly take you through those. Most important is your Udyam Aadhar registration. It needs to be proper, it needs to be updated, because whatever information on Udyam Aadhar is appearing, based on that the scheme pooling will happen and the eligibility will be determined. So please check whether you are having the most updated Udyam Aadhar. Then there are a lot of other licenses and registrations which you need to take depending upon the type of the business. But there are certain basic documents irrespective of type of business. For example, professional tax registration, factory license is all common. GST registration is common, but FSS AIA registration might be very specific to food. Trademark registrations, Pollution Control Board NOC, PF and ESIC registrations. All these are most important documents if at all you want to apply for the schemes. Not that all documents are required for all the schemes. Depending upon the type of the scheme, the documentations differ. Now let's go to the other requirement. Most important document is the project report, as it is common for all the loan schemes. Project report tells us how you are going to repay the loan, what are the ratios, and how is going to be your profitability for the next 7 years. So 7 years P&L, balance sheet,
Basically a convincing story that your business is going to be sustainable. You'll be able to make money to be able to repay the loan. You have enough cash flows in the coming time, and that is how you have to convince. That pitch deck or that project report is so important document.
Right. Next is the pitch deck. Pitch deck is a required document if you want to avail any startup related registration. Startup registration, most important for those who want to take the benefit of multiple grants, as well as that 20 crore rupees of collateral free facility. Startup tax exemption, this is how it looks like, where you can take the benefit of 3-year zero income tax in the first 10 years of your startup establishment. Okay, now I will hand it over to Sharad ji. So Sharad ji, you can cover the challenges and solutions because we started with the challenges. So
no problem. You continue. Yogesh will just have to wrap up very fast. So
okay,
go ahead, continue.
Okay, so we have gone through certain challenges. So Sharad has told finance and cash flow. Most of the MSMEs, 80% of the problems are focused surrounding that. Market access, branding, people skills and retention, pricing, costing, margin pressures, processes, compliances and documentation, technology and data usage, growth mindset, governance and succession. Now, what solutions we have for these problems? For finance and cash flow, we just discussed. Let us take the benefit of allocation, whatever government has made in the budget, by making the right documentation, applying for the schemes, and let us reduce the stress of funding through those schemes. We can also put a robust process of daily cash flow monitoring, forecasting, and invoice discounting. Again, government has opened a platform called as TREDS. Let us go and avail the benefit of TREDS, and our focus need to definitely improve through structured review of accounts receivable aging. Lead generation and branding, yes, we need to focus through implementing CRM and lead conversion based focus. People skill retention, job description clarity needs to be designed, key result areas, alignment with goals, objectives, HR related trainings. We need to give very clear career path to all the employees, and we need to introduce a lot of initiatives like recognition and incentives to reduce the attrition. Pricing, costing, margin challenge. MSMEs need to have the basic costing process in place. Quite often the decisions are taken only on the basis of the raw material cost, whereas we need to know the changing overhead rates, which needs to be also added, and we need to monitor the project related price and the actual price what we have got, and are we really making money or otherwise, because our success is going to be defined on how high we bounce onto the bottom line than how high we are going to bounce onto the top line. Processes and compliance, yes, we need to have the SOPs in place. We need to have automated
So
compliance
these are
tools.
basically solution approach, Yogesh. Maybe we'll go to the next slide. All of this have got solutions. All of these issues have got solutions, and GFP provides very effective tools. And we have been providing a lot of these solutions. People have been very happy with those, using those. So let's go to the next one, where we can talk more about these are our core services. We do business, finance, ERP, MIS, design development, all of those dashboards. We have got business health check test, ESG, sustainability solutions, and we have got MSE benefit scheme, as we are now talking about. SWOT analysis we do for the businesses, and we do also performance management. We help the owners on that also. Next slide. Yeah, you can just take.
Yeah, so our client base, we have around 561 MSME clients and 20 enterprise clients. We have clients in the fluid power business as well. And we have been helping them in availing the schemes, either helping them through business excellence, finance excellence. We have designed some management dashboards also for them. SWOT we have carried out, and we have designed MIS systems as well. So these are our 4 offices: Pune, Mumbai, Goa, and Kolhapur. So we are happy to connect with you. Now the forum is open for all the Q&A.
So open the chat window and we can just go through the questions now.
हेलो सर जी, मेरा नाम सुहास पवार है. अभी बात कर सकता सर आपसे?
हाँ जी, प्लीज.
सर जी, अभी आप लोग जो लोन दे नॉर्मली बैंक जो देती है, नेशनल बैंक देती है, SBI देती है, CDB देती है, बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र, पर रही बात क्या, वो प्रॉफिट देखने के बाद ही लोन देती है ना सर जी? उसका बिजनेस दिखने के बाद कितना मिल सकता है उसको? यू गॉट माय पॉइंट सर?
नहीं, करेक्ट. तो इसलिए आपका प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट में जो भी दिखेगा, और उसके अंदर में अगर आपका दिखता है कि आपका बिजनेस में मार्जिन नहीं है, आप लॉस पे काम कर रहे हो, बहुत लो मार्जिन पे काम कर रहे हो, आपके ओवरहेड ज्यादा है, आपके खर्चे ज्यादा हैं, आपकी इनकम कम है.
नहीं, सच्चाई नहीं, 2 मिनट में सच्चाई नहीं बोलता हूँ. वी आर डीलिंग विद बिग नेम लाइक JSW. अभी 2025 में मैंने सप्लाई किया है. हेलो,
राइट.
10 रुपया चीज, तो 2026 में उनको 8 रुपये में चाहिए. तो दे आर मास्टर प्लान कि भैया हर साल रेट कम होना चाहिए, बढ़ना नहीं चाहिए. मतलब हमारा प्रॉफिट मार्जिन बहुत नैरो हो रहा है, मतलब मिलता भी नहीं सर जी. और कुछ भी इश्यू हो जाता है तो फिर वो साइड में होता है. वी आर डीलिंग जेम तो ऐसा मजाक है कि भाई 10 रुपया चीज है, कोई चालाना भी अटकोड कर देता है, और जेम भी ताजुब हो जाते हैं कि इतना मार्जिन में कौन काम कर सकता है. तो देर इज नो प्राइस. और ये सबसे एक्चुअली ना, एक मिस्टर आलम भाई है, पार्कर के बहुत रीजन हेड है, उन्होंने कहा था कि ये सबसे बड़ी लाइन पे इज्जत ही नहीं है. तो भी ये अल्फाज में याद करता हूँ, क्योंकि इसमें ना प्रॉफिट है ना कुछ, ये नहीं है. लोगों को क्या पाइप मिलना होता टाइम पे, कम दाम में मिलना होता है. इट्स अ बिग कंपनी. तो इसके लिए क्या सा ऑप्शन है सर जी? इवन जेम ऑल्सो डूइंग द सेम थिंग सर. प्रॉफिट नाम कोई चीज लाइन में है ही नहीं सर जी. और ये एफसीबी के लिए अच्छा, क्योंकि इस लाइन में आए थे कि घंटे में एक लोग जो नहा रहे हैं, होस्ट असेंबली में एक एक दिन एक एक घंटे में आ रहे हैं, एफसीबी के लिए अच्छा है, लेकिन हमारे लिए तो खतरा है सर जी। व्हाट इज द चैलेंज वी आर फेसिंग सर, मतलब ये हमारे चैलेंज हम फेस कर रहे हैं सर जी। देयर आर एन नंबर
Sir,
challenges we are facing.
yeah, this is a very common challenge. When you have a problem on the margins,
हाँ
profitability
हाँ
is not coming up to the right expectations, but you still want to carry on the business and squeeze
हाँ
yourself. क्योंकि आपके कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट्स भी हैं, आपके सैलरीज भी हैं, आपके फिक्स कॉस्ट भी हैं, उनको
हाँ
देने
हाँ,
के बाद आपके पास बचता ही कुछ नहीं है। जब बचता ही
बराबर।
कुछ नहीं है और धंधा करना है, तो फिर पीपल लोन तो नहीं मिल सकता, क्योंकि लोन वाला तो उसको तो पहले अपना सेफ्टी देखनी है ना। चलो, आपको कैरेट गारंटी के थ्रू आपको मिल भी गया, आपके लिए गारंटी में
हाँ
स्टैंड कर ले, लेकिन अगर आपके पास धंधा वो वाला नहीं जिसके अंदर में पैसे बन सके, तो
हम्म,
पीपल विल ऑलवेज शाई अवे फ्रॉम लेंडिंग। दैट इज अ नॉर्मल। किसी को भी आप चाहे प्राइवेट पे जाओ, चाहे पब्लिक पे जाओ, चाहे बैंक के पास जाओ, एनीबडी हु वुड सी that you are going to fund and anybody who is not going to make money, there is a risk of his losing his entire principal. He will definitely be very wary of giving to such businesses.
हाँ
हम
हाँ।
उनकी बात कर रहे हैं जिनको बिजनेस प्रॉफिटेबल है, जिनका स्केलेबिलिटी अच्छा है, उनको भी दिक्कत हो रही है मिलने में। उसको हम लोग कैसे कर सकते हैं, दैट वी कैन टॉक अबाउट। लेकिन किसी का मार्जिन है, इसके प्राइसिंग प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं, सब आ रही है।
अभी सर जी मैं आर&डी की बात करता हूँ ना, आर&डी पे लोन नहीं देते सर जी। ये
हाँ,
बड़े
आर एंड डी
बड़े
पे
एमएसएमई के बहुत बड़ा घोषणा है ये है,
आर एंड
बट दे नॉट डिंग द लोन फॉर आर&डी। अभी मुझे 1 कोटी का लोन पास हो गया, मुझे आर&डी में 50 लाख रुपया लग रहा है, तो भाई वो गया। मतलब आर&डी ऐसा चीज है ना कि उसमें तुम यू कांट कंपेयर कि मैंने अभी पीवीसी का पाइप बनाया, फिर आई वांट टू गो रबर, फिर मुझे लगा सैंड ब्लास्टिंग के लिए वो एक अलग ही मटेरियल आता है सैंड ब्लास्टिंग के लिए, वो गेट्स बनाता है, तो उसके लिए मुझे आर&डी करना पड़ता है। तो ये सेरामिक बॉल डालना पड़ता है अंदर का ट्यूब के लिए। तो आर&डी करते करते तो हम लोग कंगाल हो जाते सर जी। तो क्या हम लोग प्रॉफिट मतलब प्रॉफिट करें, कैसे भी नए बनाएंगे सर जी। तो गवर्नमेंट ने या एमएसएमई ने आर&डी के लिए भी लोन देना चाहिए, इन ओनली एमएसएमई कैन ग्रो सर। तो
सर
आर&डी इज
दे रहा
बहुत
है।
बड़ा
तो
हेडेक है।
योगेश, यू वांट टू कवर दैट?
Yeah. Actually, there
या
is
या
a loan and there is a scheme for R&D. If you can share your Udyam Aadhaar, we'll pull the specific schemes to your business and we will provide you the scheme. There is lot of misunderstanding. Government को पैसा देना है. The only challenge is that documentation. If our CIBIL is good and if we have right documentation, there is no issue because we have been helping the MSMEs for last more than 5 years and we have the escalation mechanism also available. And today PMO office is personally monitoring the scheme benefit availment. So इनकम टैक्स का रिफंड जितना सिमलेसली आपको मिल रहा है उतने ही सिमलेसली रिसेंटली मेरे क्लाइंट की सक्सेस स्टोरी बोलता हूँ। 1 हफ्ते में पीएसबी लोन इन 59 मिनट साइट पे उसने अप्लाई किया था एंड 5 करोड़ रुपया डिसबर्स हो गया विद इन 1 वीक
अच्छा
under CGT MSC. So these are success stories because his documentation was perfect and his CIBIL was good. तो सर आप आपका उद्यम आधार अगर हमको शेयर करेंगे, हम आपको एग्जैक्टली exactly कौन सी R&D की स्कीम एप्लीकेबल है वो निकाल के देंगे एंड विल हेल्प यू टू अवेल इट ऑल्सो।
सर जी, अभी हमारे लाइन में 1800 करोड़ की कंपनी है, कोई 400 करोड़ की कंपनी है। अभी फॉर एग्जांपल मैं नाम लेके बोलता है, इज एरोप्लेस लिमिटेड कंपनी, इज लिमिटेड कंपनी, ही इज एवरी डे टेकिंग द लोन। वो एक एक पार्टनर ढूंढ रहा है और मेकिंग द सो मेनी थिंग्स। तो इनको भी लोन की जरूरत है। बिग जाइंट लाइक पॉलीवर्स 1800 का कंपनी है, इन इन बिग लॉस ऑल्सो। वो बोलता है भाई ऐसा है। तो इस लाइन में हमारे असेंबली लाइन में तो और भी तकलीफ है। तो वी नीड अ स्पेशल फंडिंग और स्पेशली होस्ट असेंबली और होस्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लाइन के लिए, तभी ये लाइन ग्रो हो सकती है। ये तो आए दिन नए नए लोग बनते जाएंगे, हम लोग तो जो मैन्युफैक्चर जो ओल्ड है, तो वह टाइम आ गया आग बंद करने का, ऐसा हो जाएगा सब, और धंधा बंद करने का टाइम आ जाएगा।
सर क्या होता है उसके लिए ना क्लस्टर बेस्ड फंडिंग होता है। अगर एक पर्टिकुलर बिजनेस लाइन को चैलेंजेस है तो आप क्लस्टर फॉर्म कर सकते हो सिमिलर लाइन में जितने भी लोग हैं, तो बहुत सारे क्लस्टर को फंडिंग मिलता है। वी कैन एक्सप्लोर दैट आपको क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है। अगर आप वन ऑन वन कनेक्ट करेंगे थ्रू योर उद्यम आधार, विल हेल्प यू ऑल्सो टू फॉर्म क्लस्टर। हमने एक क्लस्टर भी
हाँ,
फॉर्म करके उसको भी फंडिंग मिलवा के दिया है।
अच्छा अच्छा, ग्रेट ग्रेट सर।
या
ओके।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
I think there are few more questions. I'm just
I think
opening
chat
the
box
chat
में देख
window.
लो, chat box से निकालते हैं.
Sir Somil, any question from your side?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Deepak ji.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Good evening.
Sir, we have one major problem what we are facing right now is I have already used a lot of these facilities from MSMEs, correct?
Okay.
But for example, like SIDBI, I am very happy with SIDBI, but of late SIDBI has said that the funding, the collateral at which they are offering, the interest rate is equivalent to what I'm getting from my regular banks of Union Bank or Indian Bank or something like that. So
Okay.
SIDBI का जो scheme है, so even if you are giving them a collateral also, it is not matching up to the interest rates of the regular banks. Secondly, regarding MSEFC, so I have filed cases against 3 or 4 customers for non-payment of the dues, and these dues were like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and 3 years ke beyond we cannot file a case according to MSEFC. So within that stipulated time, I have filed cases for MSE in MSEFC, and even after filing, it has been around 4 years, and still we have not got any answer, or nor is MSEFC taking any action against these customers. And some of them have shut shop and vanished also in during this time period. So how can we go about it?
I will answer both of the questions. Your first question is SIDBI rate is at par with the commercial banks. Let me answer that. Actually, you can avail the subsidy in the interest when SIDBI is giving you funds, which you cannot do that when you go to the commercial bank. So I will just give you one sample example. Recently, one of our client who is into sintering business, he just took the Z certificate. So he went with the Z certificate to SIDBI. So SIDBI gave him 0.25% reduction. So depending upon the sector for which you are taking the loan from SIDBI, that sector specific certain norms are there which are separate uh, as a part of the total package of the scheme or incentives. If you follow those norms, you can definitely approach the SIDBI. So they will not directly reduce the interest rate, but they will make your interest subsidized. And we have helped the companies to do that. So maybe one-on-one we can connect and we can help you to get your interest rate reduced if you are ready to go for Z certification or some additional certification. That is the answer for your first question. Now, second question is you have filed various cases. So I'm not sure whether you have used the Samadhan portal of Government of India. Have you filed it through Samadhan
Yes, sir.
portal?
Through Samadhan only. Through Samadhan only.
Okay. Now, Samadhan portal, when you are filing any kind of a documentation, there is a process of escalation which you need to use where we have the expertise. First of all, the documentation has to be 100% perfect in terms of the invoice copy, delivery challan, signature of the customer, and the purchase order from his end, and the follow-up email clarity. So
Correct.
we use the other alternative mechanism of the escalation. It is not that you have just uploaded on Samadhan portal something, so things are
So
going
we have
to
already attended 2 or 3 virtual hearings and
okay.
around four physical hearings also for the same thing.
Okay.
And it happens such that the सामने वाला party does not appear, so it again आगे का date मिल जाता है उसकी वजह से. And फिर जब आते हैं तो then again we will start arbitration and all, but again it has been like since the last hearing of arbitration there has been like almost 3-4 months we have not heard anything from them.
Sir, you can provide us your case. We have direct government access because we are promoting government schemes. We will take your case and we will get into the escalation mechanism. Maybe we can connect one-on-one after this call.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
हेलो देयर इज वन मोर क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली आप इंडिया में डिफेंस इंडस्ट्री बूम हो रही है सो देयर इज एनी स्पेसिफिक लोन इज अवेलेबल फॉर सप्लाई इन डिफेंस इंडस्ट्रीज क्योंकि आईडीएफसी बैंक गिविंग सम स्पेशल लोन फॉर डिफेंस सप्लाई ऐसा कुछ है क्या सर जी
Yes, yes, there are project-based funding loans and purpose-based funding also. Like as I just told you, green finance from SIDBI is available practically in 4 working days. And there is a lot of pressure for getting those kind of funds disbursed. So if you can provide us your Udyam Aadhar registration, we can just check your product chapter heading and the business details, and we can figure out under which scheme we can fit your business for funding, for sure.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
हेलो
Yes, Deepak.
हेलो सर, एक मेरा सवाल था। आपने जैसे बताया सीजीटी एमएससी में सर्विसेज अवेलेबल है,
Yes.
तो उसके लिए कोई नोटिफिकेशन है कि कौन कौन से सर्विसेज सीजीटी एमएससी में अवेलेबल की जा सकती है?
All services are available. CGTMSE is given only for micro and small enterprises. For medium, it is not available. So you need to follow the norms as per the guideline. So it typically includes your project report and
सर
all the documentation. So maybe you
सर
can provide us with
सर
your Udyam Aadhar.
turnover
And
is around 10 CR. Turnover is around 10 CR. It's a hybrid combination. Some part is a
Okay.
manufacturing, some part is a government tendering, some part is this. So is it covered under CGT MSc?
Yes, yes.
It is covered.
Manufacturing, trading, services, all 3 verticals are covered.
Okay.
For micro and small only. Medium enterprises do
So
not
just
get
now,
CGTMSE.
I just share the turnover. It's around 10 CR.
Micro.
It's around 10
You
CR.
will
It's a
get.
micro.
You will get.
We are eligible for that.
Yes, please provide us photocopy of your Udyam Aadhar. We will tell you exactly which all documentation is needed, and we can help you also avail that.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we still have 5 minutes time, and we can take more questions. There are 22 participants, so please type your questions in the chat window.
Just now I spoke with the banks. Actually, they are not ready to help with the CGT MSc because slightly they are hesitating to give that because we don't know because of the collateral free or something else is there.
The CGTMSE is not 100% collateral free. It is 80% collateral free. If the business is owned by the woman entrepreneur, then it is 90% collateral free. So if you
Okay.
can offer 10% collateral, remaining 90% funding you can get. The only challenge in CGTMSE is the rate of interest will be 2% higher, or rather 1.75% higher compared to the commercial bank, because central government is giving guarantee on your behalf to the bank, and we facilitate that process. So please contact us with your case. We will take up that appropriately.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Yeah, one of the reason why most of the people don't get any loan is that they approach the banks, whereas
Yes.
we need to approach the nodal agencies, because banks are just the funding facilitators. So and we have that knowledge, which is the right nodal agency where we need to apply.
Any other question? Savio sir, Saurav ji. Sachin ji.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Any question from your side, sir?
I mean, interesting session.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, what's the best way to engage with them? Do they do an assessment remotely, just looking at documents? Do they have to visit? How do we, how do we know what the charges are for a specific project or specific?
So we will provide you with our numbers. We'll provide you with the numbers and the email and everything. You please connect us. We'll help you with everything, whether it is the services, the kind of thing that we do, how we do, remote or on the, at client's place, the cost and everything will be able to share with you once we start connecting and understanding your needs. Your needs need to be known first. Based on that, we will be able to provide which tool or which things can work for you.
Absolutely.
हेलो
Thank you.
सर, माय क्वेश्चन इज दैट सिविल स्कोर जैसे हम लोग देखते हैं, तो प्रोफाइल अपलोड करने के लिए देयर आर थर्ड पार्टीज आर देयर, दे मेकिंग लाइक क्रिसिल, सो ऑन क्रिसिल से मेरिट से हमारा लोन मिल सकता है, ऐसा भी कुछ सिस्टम है क्या? देयर आर
हाँ, है ना।
प्राइवेट पार्टीज। हाँ जी।
राइट। क्रिसिल के लिए आपको रेटिंग एजेंसी एंगेज करने के लिए भी गवर्नमेंट हेल्प करती है। दे पे यू बैक 40,000 रुपीज फॉर वॉट एवर चार्जेस यू इनकर फॉर क्रिसिल। सो वो भी फैसिलिटी है अंडर स्कीम।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, बढ़िया बढ़िया सर, अच्छा स्कीम है सर।
यस।
Nitesh ji, if you allow us, we'll just present one or two more slides. Yogesh, maybe you can just cover what are the other areas that we actually work on and we helped our clients on.
Right.
Yes, sir, please go ahead, sir. Please go. You can go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will just take you through our other services.
नहीं, go to the next slide. हाँ, slide में कर लो.
This is one of the service where we help to design vision, mission, goals, objectives. We convert those into key result areas and key performance indicators. This is one of the service. Then most of the enterprises who want to
Just a quick
understand.
question about the previous slide. If you can just go back to the previous slide, sir. The track monthly performance on role-based KRS. So that's like a year-long engagement or multi-year engagement or something like that.
So we give you the tool, we give you the way to perform. We'll give the entire training to the team and also to the management. How do we put that? And we have a very clearly marked out KRAs and the result areas and the benchmarks of that, and how it will be monitored, how it will be measured. It will be a very transparent process where the employee also and the management also are very clear. They don't have any, at the end of the session, at the end of the quarter or 6 months or 1 year, you don't have any confusion as far as the performance management is concerned. And course correction also can be done in between. So it's a very nice, engaging discussions that the people will have. And so those complaints go down drastically. And people are able to get much more performance-oriented tasks and activities. That's how it is done.
Just another
Very
question.
data-driven.
Do you also offer a service where once this exercise is done, that someone acts like a project manager from your side on a monthly or quarterly, whatever the right duration is?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We have
all our
something called
projects are based on the client's requirement. If you want us to be engaged, we'll engage. If you want to do it yourself, we allow that. We don't have any riders. We come in as and when required. We do our bit, we explain, and most people are very happy with what is being provided. Some people do come back that we need execution support or we don't have the right resources, so can you please provide? We do that also.
Okay.
Sir,
And just one more question from my side. Do you also have like CFO services?
Yes.
We do, yes.
Okay.
Virtual CFO also is there. We have people who can engage with you for 6 months or something like 1 year or 3 months, depending on the kind of requirements again. Or it will be more of task oriented. Okay, we want help in these matters. That would be taken care. Yes, that is also there.
So basically,
Alright,
we have
thank you.
two types of engagement. One is our own product-based engagement, which does the assessment and figures out what exactly needs to be done. And another is the customized engagement. So we follow both the models. Yeah, let me
Can
go
you go to the
the
next slide?
Just to add to, I mean, I was listening to a few people talk about the problems they face. We all face the same problems, but one of the biggest issues we have and let me know if there's some service for it, is to really have a strategy in marketing, in sales. Um, we went through a phase like Suvaji was also saying, we collected some customers that were actually not suitable for our strategy, and then we didn't do well with them. So that's also part of your engagement to figure out what's the sweet spot, who is actually a good customer for you, and things like that.
So there are people. Now, one is, of course, one is your sales process itself, your marketing and sales, the way it is being done today. We do help
Right.
in that, in terms of revising that and trying to modify that and trying to skill your resources, give that, impart a lot of knowledge and training based interventions are there. Regarding the getting the orders, going to the clients, there are other people also we have got in touch, our associations, who would go and who would do the work for you in terms of the marketing that and getting the client, let's say, engage with them to at least fix up a meeting with you to be able to present your uh, cases and your products and your services. And that also can be done. After that, it is based on the service outlook and the client's needs. Those kind of things can be taken up. But yeah, there are people, if you are short of right kind of marketing and reach of other areas or other states, there are people who can help in that.
Thank you.
So we have business excellence as one of the service where we assess the business on the 18 areas of business. Post assessment, we prepare 5-year journey. We map them also on the radar chart where they are compared to their counterpart in terms of system and process based intervention. So this is business excellence journey and assessment is one of our product. We also have other products. One is we also figure out the business automation maturity roadmap where if you want to just assess your ERP IT infra or finance process. So we have the models even for those areas of business as well. We have a tool which generates the MIS in 6 seconds. This tool automatically connects to Tally. If you don't have Tally, any other application, we can establish the bridge program. But currently with the Tally through ODBC, we pull the data from Tally, we compare it with the performance of the last month, last year, same month. Budget also automatically gets calculated. Variations are published and one-page dashboard. Now, this tool doesn't require any investment in technology and easy to implement. 2 to 3 days, this tool is ready, and most of the accountants also will get the benefit to understand where they are, where they are lacking. And this is the one-page dashboard developed through this tool, and it doesn't require any other application. It is just Excel-based tool.
So there is a lot of MIS is required, and depending on the businesses, their owners may require different information. And that information get mapped to the entire PowerPoint and to their mobile itself, applications. So they are able to monitor on the go. If they are wherever, whether they are on holiday, whether they are on travel, everything can be monitored. The businesses, all the other issues of the businesses, whatever is need to be tracked, can be tracked based on this intervention. And we do it based on the network what is available, and through the Wi-Fi system also it can be accessed. So that designing is done. We have got more than 500 KPIs which are mapped, and this can be designed in a very seamless way depending on your needs, customized to the right persons, to the right departments, like that.
Yeah, the next is Power BI based management dashboard, where we have created 70 plug and play dashboards through Power BI and 700 KPIs we have already mapped depending upon each function. So this is just one sample dashboard of one foundry which we created. It is a CEO dashboard. Next, most interesting area where MSMEs are getting assessed is ESG, environmental, social, governance, and sustainability solutions. Here we do strategy, advisory, training, assurance reporting. we have developed MSME specific ESG model of assessment, and we render multiple services right from greenhouse gas emission accounting till carbon border adjustment mechanism, GHG protocol, GRI. There is a new ISO standard also, which is coming up, ISO 14064. We help in implementing that, and multiple other services regarding ESG. So this is 1500 scale of assessment, and these are the certificates. Some of the MSME owners who have obtained these certifications, they have got export orders, export inquiries, because it is the most preferred certificate. Example, EcoVadis. And you can also get the premium price because you will be the preferred supplier if you obtain any of these certifications. So these are typically assessment parameters, and we take the help of ESG expert who is PhD in ESG. Dr. Nitin Dumasia is our business associate. So we have 40 team members who are associated with us. They have average experience of 25 to 30 years, and they are the specialist. And we all together have developed all these models, and we have carried out assessments and engaged with 20 enterprise level clients and 561 MSMEs we have helped till date. Why 561? Because their data is exactly available on our digital platform, because whenever we pull any scheme, we need to register that MSME. So you can see we have ESG expert, sustainable procurement expert, MTech metallurgist, then Malcolm Baldridge expert, startup balance scorecard experts, then ERP IT expert, digital transformation experts. And then we have developed a lot of costing models, so we have those experts as well. So we do have a lot of engaging sessions which we conduct with the industry, and thank you Nitinji for Niteshji for today's opportunity, and Pillai sir is also there, I guess. So this is the last slide, and we can have the open Q&A session if someone has still any other questions to ask.
Yes, sir. It was indeed a very good, energetic session with lots of questions. Thanks for clarifying to each and everyone.
Anyway, thank you very much for today's session. It's challenging and learning so much things, sir. We'll get in touch with you very soon, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your patient listening. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone wants any specific input from the PPT? You can contact us.
Simply, Sharadji and Kulkarni sir, just text your number immediately on the chat box so that people can take down your number.
Yeah.
That will be much easier for them to contact.
Yogesh, you're typing?
I'm typing both of our number.
Okay.
I'm in Pune, and Yogesh is also, keeps coming to Pune and Goa and Kolhapur, like he's traveling a lot. I am based in Pune, so you can always feel free to reach me in case it is Pune. In case your industry is located elsewhere, I mean, Yogesh is also there.
So majority of the people who inquired are from either from Mumbai, Vasai, or Navi Mumbai. So it's all generally from the western part of Maharashtra. So it is easier for even Yogesh sir to chip in.
Definitely. Every month, 1 week, I'm in Thane office, so we can meet.
Sharadji, you can just text your number also.
Yeah, already typed his number.
Okay, done. It's there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Anupji, thank you for the
opportunity. This is the beauty of technology, that from anywhere from Mumbai, Pune, you are connecting. Fortunately, we are in Dubai, and me and Niteshji.
Okay.
We just covered it from Dubai. Okay, fine. I think the first session which has been covered from Dubai.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Bharatji, it was
Truly global, huh?
informative and engaging session. And the question for participants were very relevant because these are the problems these MSMEs are facing. So as
Yes.
I always tell to people that doing a business is very challenging nowadays. Means it is 24 into 7 job. It is not that you can work Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday. It is not like that. You have to work
Right.
24 into 7. And despite of doing best of the things, business may not get success because there are so
Correct.
many variables. Okay, so there are so
Yes.
many variables. Uh, your customers are not paying you on the time. You need to pay to your principals. You need to pay to your vendors on time. So balancing all these activities is very challenging. But in case is there any, like, if they can get benefits of the government, then definitely they will flourish in their business because like they don't have any time. They are engaged 24 into 7, so they don't know what schemes are there, how to avail that scheme. So if you can guide them to avail these kind of schemes, then definitely they will be benefited. So what we will do, we'll share your numbers to in our group also, because we are already having so many WhatsApp group. So we will be sharing your details to in our WhatsApp group, so they can connect directly to you. And recording of this today's session we will be putting on YouTube channel also, and we will
Great.
be
Oh, nice.
sharing the link of that YouTube channel in our group. So they can, like, whenever they get the time, they can check this video. They can see the video. So once again, thank you very much, all the participants, and Yogesh and Sharatji will connect you when we are back in Pune, and definitely we will be able to help the MSMEs on various factors. So thank you, sir.
Glad, very glad. Thank you
Yeah.
so much again.
Yeah, thank
you,
you.
everyone.
And we have just shared the brochure also of our company and the services.
Yes, yes,
So if
yes.
you want to visit, including our
Thank you.
website, so
Yes.
you can go through that.
So
And
thank
thank
you,
you for
Mr. Savio, Mr. Ishdev, Mr. Lalit Sharma, Mr. Vijay Nayak, then Mr.
Can we
Sachin
take one
Bharti.
photo? Can we take one picture of all of us with the camera on, if possible?
I would request to everyone to switch on their video so that we can have the group photo.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
That
yes.
will help us. It will be like a good memory for us.
Yes, yes. Ishdev. Yes. So our younger member from Nagpur.
Oh, great.
Ishdev. So, Savio sir, can you switch on your video? Lalit ji. Yes. योगेश जी एक स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए ना इसका.
हाँ, ले लिया already.
ले लिया? Great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
The
Thank
opportunity
you.
provided.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.